longer today.
I know. I feel like we should write lyrics.
Okay. Just throw it on the pile.
No, you know what? I saw us. Sorry, do the.
Oh, welcome to the ugly truth.
There she is. And thank you. No, I saw a bit that I had missed in an award show, and it was Will Ferrell and Jack Black.
Okay.
And they were talking about the important role that music plays in the movies and all this kind of stuff. For example, this song. And the orchestra plays the song that is clearly the get off the effing stage song.
Oh.
Right. And so that like, for example, this song is very important, especially tonight. And they went into this whole thing. Little did you know it had lyrics.
Oh,
and so
they wrote lyrics for it.
Yeah. And the chorus was something along the lines of "You're boring." So there was a lot of verses and then "You're boring." So anyway, so lyrics for our opening song. Not that we are boring, but just that maybe
if you want to say
maybe
that, that's fine.
Maybe it needs lyrics.
Anyway, welcome to the ugly truth. A lot of life. We're all living a lot of life.
A lot of life.
A lot of life. It was your mother's birthday over the weekend.
29.
Yeah, forever 29. She's 44.
44.
Looks great, very healthy,
Yep.
wonderful. Shockingly, none of us have high school kids, including your brother or aunts, cousins.
They'll
nobody
be there,
do.
but nobody currently has high school kids.
That it was a banner homecoming weekend, and 4 of the schools had homecoming games and dances on Saturday.
Yeah, they had games on Friday, dances on Saturday, and it was obvious when we showed up.
You and I show up, we pull in, I'm like, what's with all the formal wear?
We picked a semi-decent. We picked a restaurant that fits right in that slot for homecoming. Spot. It's not too fancy, but it's not fast food or Red Robin either.
It's not like, the Sheldon Inn,
right?
Which I bet was packed.
I'm sure it was also packed. Actually.
Anyway, so I pull in and I text your brother and my sister-in-law, and I'm like, hey, did you know it was homecoming weekend? No, we did not. And I'm like, well, it's super fun here. There's children spilling out of this restaurant looking for a table. So anyway, we get there. It's a sushi bar essentially, but they also sell non-sushi items for those who don't fish.
Partake, like my mother, which like I couldn't believe we went to a sushi place.
She picked it.
I know.
She picked it.
I know.
But she knew she could get salmon.
Yeah,
so
teriyaki salmon.
Yes, she could get something easy. She was a delight.
Yes.
And she had, I think, a little pre-gaming before we got to the restaurant.
A little vino.
Because
grape juice that burns.
We are wine drinkers. Your brother and sister-in-law are wine drinkers. Yeah. And when your mom is in the mood, she too likes to partake of the wine. And so I had noticed that she was acting a little different, but I just thought because it was loud or maybe I didn't know, I hadn't seen her in a minute. And then when I noticed that she was eating very slowly, I'm like, well, whatever. Maybe it's hot. And then she said to me,
do you like meatballs?
She's like, Jamie. I go, yeah.
And mind you, I'm between the two of you, and the restaurant is very loud.
And it's very loud.
And you did not hear her.
And I also can't hear very well anyway. Sure. And so she's like, Jamie. I go, what? She goes, do you like blah, blah, blah? And I was like, Weeble Wobbles? And she's like, no. I'm like, what? And you're all meatballs. I'm like, meatballs?
Out of the blue, by the way. This is no other
conversations were happening that had anything to do with
there was no lead
at
in.
all.
No.
And I was like, sure. Yes, I could go for a meatball on occasion.
Yeah,
why not?
Why not?
And she goes, do you like grape jelly? And I'm like, with my meatballs?
I like lingonberry.
I'm like, well, if you're talking about Swedish meatballs, I do like lingonberry jam with it. She's all, oh, no.
I think I think she treats grape. I want to say when I was a kid, she treated grape jelly on meatballs like a barbecue sauce.
First of all, a lot of people use grape jelly for stuff like that.
Okay.
I dated a guy for 5 seconds who made chorizo with grape jelly.
That's gross.
He put grape jelly in it. And he goes, you want some grape jelly? I'm like, what are you talking about? This is over.
Is that why it only lasted 5 seconds?
It did not last long. And I was like, okay, gringo. No, I'm out. Bye.
Yikes.
If you can't handle the heat of chorizo, what are you even doing?
Yeah, right.
Just layer it with sour cream and shut up about it. But anyway, I was like, oh, I'm like, I don't know. And then she's like, here, put your email in this email. And I'm like, what is it? She goes, I'm sending you a recipe for hamburger soup. I love it.
Cheeseburger soup.
Cheeseburger soup. And
which is unrelated to the meatballs, but was a continuation of the conversation.
Honestly, I was like, look, I'll take any recipe. It's fine. Why not? You never know.
Yeah.
You never know. So I'm like, sure, I'll send it.
I will not be eating cheeseburger soup, most likely.
It's essentially hamburger helper without the noodles. It's literally the same recipe as hamburger helper without the noodles. And she dies for it.
Yeah, I made 2 batches.
She loves it. She goes, and that was the other thing. She's like, and we're not talking shit, by the way.
No, not at all. No, she was
like,
fun.
Yeah, she's just like, she goes, I really liked it. And I go, well, good. She goes, I liked it so much that I ate it all, even though it tells you to save half. And she goes, and for some reason, the instructions tell you to put it in a plastic bag. I don't know why they would tell you to do that. I'm like, I don't know. I haven't read the recipe. And she's like, but I didn't even do it because I just ate all of it. And I go, well, that's good. I think that's great. So
awesome. Yeah, she was fun.
And then she's like, and then I made more. And I'm like, are you on gummies? Like, what's happening?
She was just having a good time.
Oh, yeah, she was having a blast.
So I was talking to her. So
Loved it. Plus, she loves being surrounded by her children.
Of course.
She loves having her boys next to her.
Yeah,
it's probably pure heaven for her.
Yeah, it was a good time. And as we found out in the parking lot, she didn't know we were coming.
Yeah,
so that was a bit of a surprise. So
yes,
because she doesn't. They live close to each other.
Yes.
We do not live close.
No.
I mean, it's not far, but it's far. It's not across the street.
I was like, I'm like, why didn't anybody tell her that her son was coming to her birthday? But they had a very busy weekend.
Yeah.
Very, very busy. So they probably
lucky they pulled it. Well, they had their daughter's birthday earlier in the day.
And your brother was like, this is why I don't plan anything.
He was like,
no. Immediately no. Yeah.
But it worked out.
Anyway,
I will say the one other thing that's somewhat food related is there's my mother has never liked onions.
I know.
Her whole life.
I know.
She doesn't eat them.
Nope.
And I said, is that like you had a bad experience? Is it like, nope, just for some reason, I've never liked them. Now.
She must have had them at some point.
She knows what they taste like and she just hates them.
Fine.
That's been her thing.
All
so,
right.
For example, she was eating the fried rice that came with her teriyaki.
Were there onions in it?
Yes, there was green onions in it. Little, tiny.
And she's like, what is this gelatinous muck?
Which, by the way, is part of the reason she was eating slow, just for the record. She was trying to eat around the onions. Yes.
Why didn't we should have just gotten her some rice, white rice.
I don't know. I don't think she thought that far. She just, I don't know. Anyway, so it brought on this conversation of onions and blah, blah. You've never liked them. Everything. She goes, Daryl, if you cut an onion with a knife. Okay.
Yes.
And then slice a tomato.
Right.
With that same knife.
Without rinsing, I can tell. Like, I've done it. I've cut onions to put in pops of soup or put in some dish and then cut a tomato and was like, and she loves tomatoes. So it's very hypersensitive, her and onions. She was quite the star of the evening.
She was.
I was very happy to witness her enjoying life.
Yeah, that was
truly
very nice. Agreed.
It was funny because we were walking in and sister-in-law looks at me and she's like, I guess the ladies, high school girls aren't wearing long dresses anymore.
Who said that?
Sister-in-law. And I said, oh no. I'm like, it is everything is clubwear is the style for homecoming.
Especially, yeah.
Yeah, it's clubwear. And there was a huge, because I want to get into TikTok really quick. There was a huge viral trend. This girl who was probably Mackenzie's age, she was like in her 20s. And she's like, I have an opinion about what's going on with homecoming dresses in this country. She's like, no, I don't have children, but I am a woman. It's only been a decade since I last bought a dress for high school. She's like, these dresses are hoochie mama dresses. And she's like, they have boosty lakaka tops, bare backs.
Yeah.
The skirts are like right above the cooch. They're short, and these are children. That's what she said. She goes, these are children. She goes, I am not a conservative Christian. I am a woman. These are children wearing these dresses. It's inappropriate. And the mothers who allow their children to go out like that to a school It's unbelievable. And it's like, oh, you boys, you better treat us like we're respectful. And it's like, you can't dress like that. And so anyway, I'm laughing because this is a tale as old as time.
Yeah.
Girls want to wear sluttier dresses to emulate adulthood. Mm-hmm. This is their night out.
Yep.
And mothers are like, abso-fucking-lutely, you will not show your father that dress. If he says yes, by all means. Yeah. Braless, I don't think so. Yeah. Like, it's a protective thing. Anyway, so we were at the restaurant. I'm sure you saw a few of the girls there.
Well, when we walked in, I saw them. I didn't see anybody while we were there.
And so Prithy's like, over my dead body. And she is just as body positive as I am. Yeah. And I said, yeah, man, because they're little children to me. And I'm like, they're playing dress up. These aren't that bad. I've seen worse. You know, the problem is that they're marketing these dresses to children and 21-year-olds that go to Vegas. Yeah. That's the problem. It has nothing to do with the girls wanting them. They see these pretty girls.
They're not 18 in these dresses. No, they're like 15.
They're 15, 16-year-olds. And those were moderate. Yeah. Those were moderate. I saw one Boosty Lakaka girl, and I was like, where's your mother? Because, oh, no, your stepmom let you wear that. Yeah. You're at your dad's house this weekend. Right? So anyway, although I have to say, I do love seeing teenagers out on the town for homecoming and stuff. I think it's awesome. Personally, I love it. Yeah. Even with the questionable dress, I think it's cute. Because here's the thing: they're wearing tennis shoes. Yeah. And they'll be out of that dress and in sweats in about an hour. Yeah. They don't wear those for anything. They go to the dance. Well, it's just like, I mean, I don't know how many dances you went to, but I went to several homecoming proms in high school. Yeah. And when we went, because it was 1,000 years ago, you actually stayed. Yeah. You went, you took photos with the Olin Mills prom people. Yeah. And then you went into the dance. And also they crowned homecoming king and queen at night at the dance. They don't do that anymore. Now they do it at the game. But then they didn't.
So everybody went to the
dance. So you had to go to the dance
to
to see who won. And it's always our friends, right? So we're all there to see. Yeah. Once that part's over, and they always wait till the freaking end because they don't want you to leave, because they don't want you to get in trouble. Yeah. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Well, they don't do that anymore. So it's like you spend $300 on a dress for your child. They go to somebody's house and there's 50 of them. Yeah, and they're in someone's fancy front yard, all wearing these dresses, and the boys who look like they've never seen a shower or a brush in their life. Yeah. And then they leave, they go to the dance, they go, okay, this was great. I've got my change of clothes. Let's go to the lake or wherever they go. Someone's house, you know. Yeah. It's so different now, but whatever. I think it's cute.
I did go to pretty much all the dances we had. I just don't think we had as many. Yeah, because we were not a co-ed school, so we had homecomings, had proms, had probably one or two dances throughout the year for whatever. Like
you got to show up in your jeans and your Drakkar Noir.
Fall what? Oh God. Yeah,
didn't you wear Drakkar?
I did.
Or did you wear polo?
I did not, but I went.
Did you wear Adidas? What did you wear?
Let's just say, not that this matters, but let's just say I was a minority at my school.
Oh, so what was the
polo was probably
polo cologne was very popular.
Polo was probably the one that was just you could have wrung out people's shirts at the end of the night and come up with a whole bottle.
Oh please, you went to an all boys school. Yeah. If Axe had existed back in the day,
fuck yeah, that would have been on. It would have been Kong.
There would have been like a fog over the school.
You wouldn't need the fog machine.
No, they were like, oh, all the boys arrived. Here's the fog machine of Axe.
DJ would not have needed a fog machine.
No, not at all. That's so funny. Anyway,
it was a fun night.
Yes, it was really fun. In relation to TikTok, so there was a mini controversy about Francine the cat. Dun, dun, dun. So Francine, I don't know how many people who listen go to hardware stores like Home Depot or Lowe's. Or whatever. But generally, there's at least one cat that
especially
lives
if they have like a garden.
Yes.
Yeah, which most of them do.
They should. They probably have multiple, but there's always one that starts to get old and just sleeps with the cashier sitting. Right. They just sit like on the top and just kind of chill. Right. Anyway, so
basically a barn cat, right?
Essentially, but they're a little bit friendlier because they don't actually leave the property. So I think they're anyway. I digress. Francine is from Richmond, Virginia. Oh, and Francine is 14 years old. Everybody loves her. The staff.
Home of the flying squirrels, by the way.
Okay. And the distribution center from North Carolina came to drop off supply, inventory.
Sure.
And Francine decided to wander on to the truck.
Oh, no.
When they were unloading everything. And Francine got locked in the van or the truck and drove all the way to North Carolina's distribution center, Lowe's distribution, whatever. Well, they were like, where's Francine?
Oh,
this is not normal.
Yeah.
And then they looked at security video because they thought someone took her.
Oh.
And they saw that she meandered onto the truck. So they knew that she was like, hey, you guys, she's in North Carolina. Can you retrieve her and we'll come and get her?
Yeah, it's Lowe's, same company, right?
Lowe's corporate.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So whoever's in charge of that, I had a whole backstory for this.
Yes, yeah.
Lowe's says, well, we're not going to do that.
The distribution center says
you can't come here. You're not coming to retrieve anything. And they're like, excuse me, that's our cat.
What is
and
it,
he
a front for a drug ring or something?
And they were being real assholes about it. I mean, and I'm kind of paraphrasing, obviously.
Sure.
And they were being very diplomatic on public and viral or public.
Sure,
but they're like, listen to me, motherfucker. We're coming to get Francine.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
Yep.
And some mid-level GM who's never had power in his life said, the hell you will. This is my store.
Yeah, my
you aren't coming to get this cat. I don't give a shit. And they're like, this is war. So what do? They go to the media.
Civil war.
They go to the media.
Social
Immediately
media.
they went to the media,
like the
local TV stations, and they pled their case. They're like, we just want Francine. She's 13. The SPCA in North Carolina said, we'll go get her. And finally, Lowe's corporate goes, we're stepping in. We're going to work with the SPCA to come and retrieve this cat. They had to get a cat trap and everything. This poor animal was starving because, the asshole who doesn't care about animals apparently or allowing anyone into his property or his business didn't care. Yeah. And so...
Well, I hope they let him have it.
You know what? Who knows? Maybe not. Who's to say? Yeah. But he was. This person was never named.
People and animals, like people find shit out like that in the media, social media, or whatever, and they get like more. Like you could have kidnapped a 28-year-old woman, and they'd have been like, I don't give a fuck. But that cat, you fucking get that.
Where's
cat
her cat? So things start to become a thing. A little
so it
tsunami,
does go viral.
Right?
Okay.
Oh, it went full.
Okay.
I mean, I found it. So obviously.
Yeah.
So they're just like, they're not letting us come and get her. So here's the thing with TikTok. I know you don't, but the comments are everything. That's the whole point, right?
The comments. I have started to when I'm not sure.
Of TikTok, for me anyway, are people, because we are essentially all the same.
Sure.
And some people are just better at saying what we're all thinking. I'm one of those people. But by the time I found this, there were thousands and thousands of comments. So I'm reading them. They're like, I'm sorry, does Lowe's not know what happened to Target? I will cancel my credit card today. We want Francine. I mean, they were like, we will picket Lowe's. We will boycott Lowe's. We will bankrupt you. Give us the cat. Give them their cat. And so Lowe's finally said, okay, fine. Yeah. So they sent they allowed the SPCA to trap and capture Francine.
Good.
Yesterday, Francine was captured. And today, Monday evening, she is back in the arms of the staff.
Happy
Richmond
ending.
And what's funny, and not funny, but funny, it's infuriating actually. Lowe's did an official post on their corporate website or their corporate social media.
Oh, really?
And they're like, Francine is home. She is safe. And the comments... Oh, sure. Take all the credit. By all means, Lowe's. You were the ones that wouldn't allow anyone at your distribution center. I'm like,
people
not a
relentless.
wisp of grace.
Yeah.
Nothing. And I'm like, well, good for you idiots. In this day and age with animals, come on.
Yeah.
You just, especially on social media, does anybody not remember garbanzo beans?
Oh,
we all went through that tragedy.
Yeah.
Like we all saw oh God. Anyway, it makes me laugh because people seriously will be like, I will make your life hell, Lowe's.
Yeah.
Get the cat back to Richmond. Richmond. And this thing is global. There are people in Australia going, where's Francine?
Francine, the hardware cat.
I can't do an Australian accent, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Yes, for sure. God.
I thought it was so funny.
That is funny.
And the Raiders lost. They are
we already
terrible.
talked about that. We're not talking about that again.
I don't want to talk about it again. I hate it.
We talk about it every week because it happens.
So glad that the Chiefs lost today.
Oh, can I tell my bartender story?
Yes.
So, none of you knew this, but I was in Florida last week for the first time. I was funny. I was trying to be funny, and I got there. I went 20,575 days without visiting Florida.
Oh, you did the math.
I did the math of how old I was. Yeah.
That's funny.
And so I was today years old when I went to Florida. And a couple of quick observations. It wasn't very dramatic, except the last day was nice. It wasn't very dramatic because I was kind of in the suburbs where our office was, and it was just muggy. And then I was pretty much of the understanding that all these little lakes and even these little ponds that had more than 2 feet of water in them all had gators in them. Like I can't with that. So not impressive at all. But I didn't really go anywhere. I didn't go to downtown Miami.
You didn't tour
like
anything.
That. Yeah, so you
were just doing work.
I was physically in the state, but
All I had to tell you was just wash your hands a lot.
I did. I washed my hands like 37 times.
And put all of your dirty clothes in a plastic bag.
So, in fact, a side story, one of the guys I game with had just been to the same place I was going, like the week before, 2 weeks before.
Fort Lauderdale?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, when I got on gaming after, I was like, I survived, and, I washed my hands a lot. And he goes, dude, they have the hyper Rona. That shit could come to you anytime.
I am telling you what.
You ain't out of the woods yet just because you're home.
You got about 7 days.
Anyway,
tell you what.
Anyway, so the very last night, I've worked in the suburbs this whole time. I did West Palm Beach, all this kind of stuff. I took their little train. And I finally, the last day, because I couldn't go home until the next morning, I was like, you know what? I'm going to stay in a hotel where I can actually see water, like ocean. Mm-hmm. So and it was near the airport anyway. So I just went to a hotel, got a nice room. And anyway, dinner by myself. I made a reservation for some reason, right?
You're such a rule follower.
I don't know why I did it. I was like, I did it. And I'm like, I'm not sitting at a table. So I sit at the bar and I'd go to the bartender, can you cancel my reservation? He did.
Mr. Hospital Corners.
So, yeah. So his name was Griffin.
Okay.
He was probably 28, maybe 29. Mm-hmm. Bar was not too busy, so we chatted a lot. We were watching the playoff baseball games were on. And anyway, so I tell him, he goes, the whole where you're from, blah, blah, blah. And I tell him, he goes, I've been to Northern California one time. And I go, really, when? He goes, actually, really, really recently. I went to Lake Tahoe. I was like, oh, cool. We go there a lot. I fish up in that area. And in fact, we were just there. And I go, what'd you do there? He goes, well, I was there for a bachelor party. We ate at this place at Edgewood called The Edge. I go, we did the same thing. We ate at that same exact place when I was there last time. He goes, oh, it was really nice, wasn't it? I go, it was. It was expensive. He goes, it was expensive. It was funny. Okay. And so, but he goes, I did do something there that I've never done before. And I said, what? He goes, I took a gummy.
Oh, okay.
Took a gummy. He goes, so except for pictures on my phone, a lot of that night, it's kind of hazy.
A little hazy.
And so anyway, so I said, well, that's cool. And I said, well, we went there and then we went to the new Caesars and ate at Vanderpump Wolf, blah, 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 which we've talked about. Yeah. And then I said, he goes, oh, that's the plate. What's he doing?
No, put it down. Sorry, he's got my charger. I don't want him to chew it.
Stuart.
Sorry,
You're interrupting.
Apologies.
That's all right. So anyway, long story short, he goes, oh, that's where the concert venue was, near that casino. I was like, yeah. And he goes, we went to a concert there. I was like, yeah, when we were there, Creed was there. He goes, holy shit. I go, what? And he pulls out his phone. He goes, Creed concert.
Creed. Oh,
we were
my God.
So not only was he there, this random bartender in the middle of nowhere, Fort Lauderdale, and he was literally at the same place we were at the same time, the only time he was there.
That is so
it was
odd.
Completely random. Like,
that is so weird.
It's not like he lived there, used to go there all the time. I mean, he literally has never been. That's the only place he's ever been. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then,
like, do you like?
Then
Creed?
The bar was so slow. They sent him home, and I got to talking to Paul, the guy from Australia that hadn't been home in 3 weeks. Anyway,
honestly, I'm glad you did all of this.
It was nice to have a little debrief before I had to take the long travel home the next day. But
I'm just glad that you did all of this chatting because if I was there, I would not. I'd be like, you know what? Why don't you guys go ahead and? I
never would have done that if you were there. We would have been at a table on the beach. We would have been. It felt weird to be at a hotel at the beach without you. It was weird.
I'm just glad you didn't get in the water.
I actually barely touched sand because I was going to go down and see this little bar that was supposed to be down there, which closed at 6.
That's weird.
Weird.
No, it's not weird, actually.
It's not?
No, because there's sharks right there.
But
they
it's
hang
not.
out.
But it's
no one's
connected
they don't
to
want
the hotel.
anyone wandering into the water intoxicated and getting eaten by a shark. There's hammerheads everywhere out there. I fully believe that Florida is our Australia. Everything there wants to kill you.
Oh, sure.
Everything. There's nothing.
Naturally speaking.
They have ticks that will give you Lyme disease. There are dinosaurs that find any inch of water they can be in so that they can hide and eat you. They're everywhere. Everywhere. Iguanas fall from the trees. Like, what do we... Can you imagine if I was there and a fucking iguana fell? I would leave. I would be like, nope, I'm not doing this. Why are we doing this?
Speaking of leaving. So
I don't care how warm and beautiful the water is or how white the sand is. I've been to Florida. It was fine.
Yeah.
It was fine. My skin never looked better.
It's definitely
fucking beautiful, humid. You know, I looked impossibly refreshed. But
I did see my first...
not getting in the water. Any water.
I wouldn't call it first, but
they
I definitely
get in the pools.
Saw a Hawaii level sunrise.
Very pretty. You showed it to me.
Because on that side of the coast.
Mm-hmm.
But and I had to get up to get on my plane anyway. I was out the next morning.
Well, I'm so glad you survived your
I did.
So far.
So far, I have survived.
We don't know. We've got another few days before to find out if you get the viddy.
Yep.
We'll see. Okay, so I had an awkward moment.
Yeah.
You were not here.
Okay. Oh, okay.
You were in...
Did you fall up the stairs again?
You were in Florida. No.
Okay, good.
And we are going to be talking about Taylor Swift. Don't you worry.
Oh, I wasn't doubting it.
Anyway.
Girl of a show. Life of a... No, I'm kidding.
Shut up!
I know. I'm kidding. I know.
How dare you?
Go ahead.
How dare you, sir?
I was joking.
Anyway, I don't know what happened. Well, no, I do know what happened. I slept about 8 to 12 hours the entire week that you were gone, right? I just struggled. The dog decided to shit all over the bedroom in the middle of the night. He also demanded to go outside at 4 a.m., which he hadn't been doing, and it was insane. And you know, the thing is that we have to have fireman outfits ready to go.
Yeah, because we take him out front.
Well, because
even if we didn't, you can't go out.
Honestly, I don't even know if he would pee out back anymore because we were so entrained to take him out front at night.
Whatever.
Anyway, this is a nightmare of our own making, by the way.
Agreed.
So I have fireman outfit, pull on, whatever, take him out. He pees, and because it's so early, he actually has no interest in playing, and so he's like, "Yeah, let's go back." And so I pick him up, and because I don't want to go back upstairs because I know he's going to shit. And that's the rub.
You were traumatized.
Well, because I know he would. I know he would. And so I'm like, no, we're going into the front room. I kennel the entire front room with a kennel cage. And I open the door to the backyard because he will go outside.
Yeah.
So anyway, every day that you were gone.
I know.
So third day, I'm upstairs because he's actually having a ball outside. And I'm like, I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to have my coffee and I'm just going to troll TikTok or Reels or whatever. I'm just going to catch up on the news, listen to a podcast for like an hour. He'll be fine. So I'm drinking my coffee. I have my water. I'm enjoying my little podcast. I'm like, okay, I'm done. So I clean everything up. And now this dog had pissed the night before and I had cleaned it up. It was still wet.
Yeah.
And I dropped something and I leaned down to pick it up. Well, what I didn't realize was I didn't drink all my coffee. And in the exact same spot of the pee, I spilled a whole mug, almost a whole cup of coffee.
Oh, no.
The only good thing is I have taken dairy out of my life. And so there was no milk in that coffee because that would have been like, we're replacing the carpet. I'm not getting it out. So it was black coffee. But I was like, it was all over me. All over legs.
You just shampooed that carpet too.
Yeah, I'm aware. Brutally aware, actually. And I had just spot cleaned it the night before. Again. So, yeah. And there's a stain there. And you're so nice. You're like, we'll just rent another. We'll just get another carpet. We'll just do it again. I'm like, we have to.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was awkward. And I was like, all right.
But nobody was here.
But, I didn't include others, but it is still an awkward moment.
Maybe not ugly and awkward, but it was
awkward. And I'm very grateful that the coffee was not hot.
Yeah.
Because that would have been another thing.
You said you spilled it all over you.
So after that, I went, okay, I have to sleep I think that
I definitely contributed.
I was very concerned that I was going to fall down the stairs with things in my hand. And I'm like, okay, you've got to act like you're 80. You cannot
You got to act like you're on alone. Every step is super important.
You have to watch where you're going at all times when you're sleep deprived.
Yep.
And all of that, I'm like, I cannot Rachel Ray my way out of this. Back in the day when Rachel Ray was actually super popular and young and active, she had the 30-minute meal show where she would go to the kitchen and get her ingredients.
Oh, yeah,
But her thing was that she took it all out at once.
Yeah.
Because she didn't want to make double trips because she's on camera.
And,
So she would carry everything in her hands and place it
which was part of the shtick, right?
It
because
was.
you should be able to make a 30-minute meal with stuff you can hold in your arms.
Okay.
That
whatever.
was her thing.
Whatever. So so I'm like, I really like that. So forever, I'm like, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And
but now you
for
call
everything.
it Rachel Ray in it when you carry a bunch of stuff.
So like if I have to take shit upstairs, I'm like, I'm going to Rachel Ray this shit. I'm taking all of it.
Yep.
Because I'm luckily still able-bodied and I'm like, I'm doing this, right? So anyway, I was like, maybe I just can't Rachel Ray this week because I'm concerned. And I stopped drinking coffee upstairs, by the way. Immediately, I'm like, I cannot. Clearly, I am not adult enough to have a hot beverage upstairs in my bedroom.
Should I stop bringing you coffee in the morning?
Now I am not. As long as I told you, as long as I'm supervised, I can have a warm beverage upstairs.
As long as you've had your required, 4 to 7 hours of sleep, and and somebody brings it up the stairs for you, and
you know what's really
and you're
bad
not overtired, then
is
you can have it.
When you travel. I have an insatiable desire to take drugs to sleep really hard because the first night I don't sleep well because I'm so on alert. I'm like, I need a knife. I need a stun gun. I need all the cameras on at all times. You just need
to sleep through the whole thing.
Or I can just put myself into a coma and not know what's happening and just wake up and going, hey, what happened? Where am I? But instead, I don't. So I just don't sleep well.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, well, I guess I'll just wait. And then you got home and both of us went, we're so tired. We were so tired.
I think I told you, we got home and then I was doing something. I was like, oh, I know. You were on your computer in the office and I said, I'm going to go unpack my suitcase. Mm-hmm. And you came in an hour later and I was flat on my face on the bed.
Ass in the air.
Feet like hanging over the side, shoes on.
I know.
Sleeping.
Why am I so tired? Cold. I'm like, jet lag, I guess.
Travel, man. East Coast to West Coast travel.
Speaking of travel, I've been meaning to tell you about this for a long time.
Oh, okay.
Because it's something I wrote down and it's something I really wanted to. So I don't even know where this is. This is an island east of Greenland.
Okay.
Okay. It's in the middle of like the Arctic Sea or something. It's literally it's nowhere.
Okay.
And I didn't write down the name of the island because it's like Swedish and I didn't want to mess up the pronunciation. Mm-hmm. It's like Svealand or something. It's something like that.
Okay.
And it looks like a working industrial town almost, but they have a restaurant coffee shop.
Okay.
It's called Cafe Husky.
Oh.
And I saw the Google Maps. I did the street view of Google Maps. Uh-huh. It's literally looks like a science building in the middle of the tundra.
Okay.
The stores, the strip mall, they're all like warehousey.
Yeah.
And then in the middle of all of it is a cutout of a husky figure and it says Cafe Husky. And you can go in. It's actually quite popular because retired sled dogs live there. They live there. Awesome. They have like 4 of them. And it's a beautiful cafe. They have coffee and tea, and it's a cafe for people who apparently live there. I haven't done a deep dive on the city or the town or whatever, but it definitely looks like a place that you don't live for very long, like you seasonally live there, right? But the fact that they have, I was like, I want to go to that place. I want to go there. Like, would you go there in the middle of the Adriatic Sea or the Arctic Sea? The Greenland Sea, wherever it is, or Africa?
Probably there.
The cold place, the tundra place. Oh my God. Speaking of
what?
All these people, like 1,000 people or 100 people are trapped. And the what's the thing that everybody climbs? Everest. Base Camp Everest. There was an avalanche.
Oh, shit.
And they're all trapped there. And there's video, apparently.
Trapped, like under the snow trapped? Or
they
just
can't
get out? They can't
go forward or backward right now.
Got it.
Because the avalanche came. And there's video of the avalanche hitting them all. Like somebody was videoing the snow and the avalanche hitting. It was unexpected, obviously. Or they wouldn't have taken them up there. But what's funny is all these people are trapped there, but the Sherpas and the yaks are just meandering back and forth. But they can't leave because they're the guides, so they have to. But the yaks are like, yeah, well, you know, what are you going to do? And I'm like, these yaks ain't trapped. They're like, it's
my
just
ass is frozen to this yak.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a Tuesday, you know, and all these people are like, we're so scared. They don't go. You know, it's completely optional to climb Mount Everest.
And they leave your ass up there if you die, too.
Dude, they were talking about how they thought he was dying, because he passed out. They said, oh, he's dead. So they left him. That fool wasn't dead. He woke up and hiked back down to base camp. His face was black. He lost his nose and his ears.
From frostbite?
They had already told his wife that he had died on the mountain. Oh, shit. When he came back, he's like, what's up, fuckers? He was mad.
Yeah.
You know? And he was in a freaking T-shirt. Dude had severe... Like, I saw a picture of him, like, his nose is pure black. It's gone. Yeah. I mean, that thing's going to crack off, right?
Yeah.
I don't know much more about what happened, but this was a while ago. But can you imagine? You're like... Good news, your husband's alive.
Yeah.
Bad news, he doesn't have any fingers or nose.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, those can be fixed.
Well, if it was in the 70s or 80s.
Oh, I thought this was...
No, I just told you. It was a long time ago.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that sucks.
I don't know. I'm just saying, would you love me if I had no nose and fingers?
Wow. That's a lot, but probably.
You're stupid. Like, here, everyone, this is my noseless wife.
Like now or before we'd ever met?
No, I'm gonna grant you the forgiveness of not being attracted to me if you met me.
Okay, good.
Before we had this thing going. You're like, look, she's got a nice body, but I can't get past the nose thing. I'm sorry, you guys. What if she wore a prosthetic? Would you be? I don't know. She's gonna take that thing off to shower and.
All your other parts are really, really good too, though.
Fingerless. Can you imagine?
Can you imagine?
If you didn't have any fingers, I saw a picture of a guy. He literally had a nub, like his wrist up is all he had. His whole hand was gone.
Yeah.
And they were at a party, and these are youngsters.
I saw it.
And his friend, I assumed that there was salt on the tip of his nub. And so he put his friend's nub in his mouth and then did a shot of tequila. The looks of horror of the women in the room. And I'm like, first of all, there's not enough alcohol nor money for me to ever do that.
Yeah.
That's disgusting. Yeah. But what?
Wait.
Is that a good friend or a bad friend?
It's a freak show.
I mean, what if it's your friend? Is it a good friend or a bad friend?
No, it's gross. It's terrible. Speaking of...
What if I had a nub? Would you do it?
I have. Stop. I've already answered the faceless, noseless.
I didn't ask if you would suck a nub. Thing. Would you suck a nub? Sucking a nub.
Nub sucker. So I saw and
I'm
probably
gonna ask Greg.
laughed.
I bet Greg would do it. Go ahead.
I'll bet you money he wouldn't.
He would suck my nub.
No.
Yours?
No, he wouldn't. Well, not my. No. No. Okay. Listen.
What?
I want to talk about this fucking commercial that I laughed at tonight. Okay. It was so funny.
Speaking of sucking fingers.
Right.
Yes.
So, if you have not seen it, there's a new Doritos commercial out. Mm-hmm. And they're in a barber shop, like a black neighborhood barber shop, right? And they're all talking, having a good time. This guy's got a big fro. And the guy who's cutting his hair, or about to cut his hair, is eating Doritos.
Cheesy Doritos.
Cheesy Doritos of some kind. And so he's cutting his hair, and he puts his hand with the clippers kind of getting ready to cut his hair, but he's talking, so he's not moving. And his finger is like right in the guy's face, right between the eyes. And I was like, he's not going to do that on TV. He's not. And he goes, woo, and puts the finger in his house. And next thing you see is, what the? And he cuts half his hair off and kicks him out of the store.
That was like, pretty funny.
They did finger sucking in a Doritos commercial.
It was funny.
It was hilarious.
I loved it.
It was hilarious. And you know what? Other thing I thought is the Cheetos people are going, fuck, we should have thought of that first.
100%. Well, that's what I thought. I go, is this a Cheetos commercial? Because like,
no, it was not. It was
that's the only, and I told you that is the only
chip that
chip.
you like stale?
I guess you would call it a chip. If they go stale, I'll still eat them. Why? It's so any other chip, it's like disgusting. I will not.
Well, what is it though?
It's just you know what?
Is it even potato? What is it?
No, it's corn.
Yeah, so it's
I don't know.
The same.
I don't know, but it rips my mouth apart. But I don't care.
Do you like crunchy ones or cheesy poofs?
I hate the poofs.
The poofs
those
are terrible.
They hurt my teeth
what
or
about,
something. I don't
what
know.
about Flamin' Hot Cheats?
No, I don't do any of the weird stuff.
Yeah.
No. Cheetos is about as far as I'll go, and even then I start to feel weird about it because of they're so chemically enhanced.
Do you know the story about Flamin' Hot? Have you heard that story before?
Yes, I have heard the story of Flamin' Hot.
How it was
Cheats.
some warehouse guy that had the Mexican guy had the idea?
Not
just Flamin' Hot in general.
Listen,
which revitalized Frito-Lay, by the way.
We always come up with the best ideas, please.
Of course.
Well, why do you think we're the best food in the country?
I know.
What's your favorite food? Mexican.
No question.
It's not Spanish, Hispanic, Latin. No, it's Mexican.
I agree.
That's a joke from a comedian, and I can't think of her name right now, but I love her so much, and that was her joke. So anyway,
probably Angela Johnson.
It is Angela Johnson, the Raiderette. Yes. Really quick, it's time to go. But yes, Taylor Swift's album came out. You are your wife and all of your daughters are big Swifties.
Yes.
Tyler will secretly enjoy it. He just will not come forward and say, "Oh my God, you guys, I love," because he likes other kinds of music, but he can appreciate her writing.
Sure.
So we all literally were listening to it live when it was released, Snapchatting each other. Going, what's our favorite? Oh my God, you know.
I'm on the family Snapchat. I see it.
And it hasn't ended. I mean, it's continuing, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
everybody's top 3 changes every few hours.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I have to rank them, and I'm like, well, am I ready to rank all 12 yet? I don't know, because my favorites keep changing. Yeah. But I really...
Which is how music should be.
Of course. Yeah. That's what's so great. I listened to that album 3 times today.
Yeah.
3 times. Yeah. And it didn't even occur to me that I'm like...
That you listened to it 3 times?
Yeah, because they're all...
It's only 12 songs, which is short for her, right?
Well, compared to her last album, which was like 30 songs, yes. But I mean, a normal album is 12.
12, yeah.
But I was listening to it, and I was like, truly... If you're a Swift fan, if you love her music, unskippable. There's no skippable song. Even Elizabeth Taylor, which is the one that was like, if you get into it, it's actually quite good. So it's like, I'm a fan of it.
Awesome.
I love it, and I can't wait to rank my fave. Rank it.
Yeah.
Because I'm ready for that.
Where is it album wise for you right now? Too early?
Yeah.
Your number 1 is still Midnight?
Yes. Yeah. Midnight is number 1. Folklore is actually up there too. And then I would probably put this one in the top 3.
More than like Reputation or...
Yeah, there's some good hits on those albums, but as far as going, oh God, I really love... Because for me, it's her lyrics that I really love. But I would say Midnight's Folklore. This has a lot of the Midnight vibe in it because it's kind of like a little more, I don't know.
Poppy?
I mean, yes, it definitely is. It is upbeat, but Midnight's is not fully upbeat. But it's just got a great flow. Yeah. I don't know. I would put it in the top 4 for sure, awesome. For sure. And I love Tortured Poets. Yeah, there was some really good songs.
Yeah.
Anyway, awesome. Thank you for entertaining me on that. Of course. Anyway, all right, everybody. Well, thank you for listening, and we will be back. I think next week. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't see why not.
I don't see why not.
You keep living life.
Life is to be lived.
All right.
Bye.